Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your sneak peek into 2023. Yes, we are about a month and a half into 2023 now, but these videos all come out in perfect divine timing, and in this video we're going to be looking at the remaining first half of 2023 and the second half of 2023 and what the energies may have in store for you, what it is that you might be experiencing, anything that your guides, your angels, your team want to bring through for you, any guidance, any advice as you are moving through this continuing year. This video is going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, anyone who has heavy placements in Aquarius or really strongly resonates with Aquarius energy. If you were drawn to this reading, there may be something in here for you. So take what resonates and leave the rest, of course. All right, clear. We're going to start out with, I'm trying to remember what this specific tarot deck is called. I always like to tell the names of the decks. Oh, I don't think I have the box out here. Something to do, the Tarot of Dreams, I believe, is the name of this deck. And it's just calling to me to begin this first part of 2023 reading for you. And so this is roughly the first, or the remaining 6 months of 2023 that we're looking at right now. Oh, wow, that came flying up. So we have the Queen of Coins coming out. So this would be akin to the Queen of Pentacles. In the traditional tarot, this would be earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or just somebody who embodies this energy. This could be you embodying this energy in the first half of 2023. What else do we have? We have the Tree of Life coming out. Ooh, interesting. And the Moon. So with the Tree of Life and the Moon together here, there's kind of like a High Priestess sort of vibe that I'm getting. Let me feel into this for a minute, you guys. Yeah, I feel like during this first half of 2023, and this is kind of cool because a lot of people's readings, it was kind of like the momentum beginning to build in the first half, but things really kind of popping off in the second half of 2023. For you guys, it feels like right out the gate, there's a lot of really powerful energy coming through. Like I said, this High Priestessy kind of a vibe, kind of an energy here. And so there's the Tree of Life, to me, feels like an initiation. So there's some sort of initiation that you're experiencing in this first half of 2023. It has to do with, for some of you, your independence, your ability to stand on your 2 feet, to embody this Queen of Pentacles energy, right? So financially independent, successful. You notice she has these beautiful robes on, and she really looks quite polished, right? She looks very regal. There's an energy of like royalty. Yeah, I'm feeling the energy of like spiritual royalty. Like some of you guys, you are in a sense like spiritual royalty. So some of you may be learning more about your roots. And yes, this could pertain to your roots in this incarnation, but for a lot of you, I think it pertains more to like expressions of yourself outside of this dimension. More of your multidimensional self, more of your star origins, your interplanetary origins, past lives, yes, for some as well. Some of you are going to be learning more about your own astrology. It's interesting, my eyes are being drawn to the Sagittarius sign behind her head. So some of you guys watching this, you may also have placements in Sagittarius, or the energy of Sagittarius may be significant to you, whether there's a significant person in your life who is a Sagittarius, or you're just embodying that energy as well. The energy of wisdom, there's like wisdom that you're gaining in this first half of 2023. It's like unlocking your magic. Tapping into your divine feminine. With the moon here, we're seeing the waterfall in between the two wolves, right? Representing emotion. Feminine energy again. The moon is a feminine energy in and of itself, the lunar energies. But yeah, for some of you, this initiation, it has to do with your independence. It has to do with you stepping into that role. For some of you, it has to do with nurturing. So perhaps stepping into the role of motherhood or fatherhood, right? Take this as it resonates. It doesn't have to be gender specific, but the role of a parent or something that you're nurturing. Something or someone that you're nurturing. Tell me some more. And I feel like whatever this role is that you're stepping into, this initiation, it's something that you haven't done before. It's unfamiliar. And that's where this energy of the moon comes in too, where it's like, there's mystery, right? Because it's very much stepping into the unknown. Then we have the Knight of Coins coming out with the Seven of Coins, Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, sorry. So you guys are working on something here in this first half of 2023. You're refining something. Your craft. So you're learning a new skill. You're putting time, you're investing time and energy into something. And I feel like with the Knight of Coins here, it feels like this is something that you've been working on for quite some time. So if to me, what it really feels like is like you're reaching the pinnacle of this energy. Like, this is a craft that you're about to master. And perhaps once you master this, the next step where that brings you to next, that's where that energy of the unknown is coming in. I'm being drawn to the Taurus and the Aries signs in this. There's a zodiac wheel in this card as well. And I'm thinking of the nodes, the North node shifting from Taurus into Aries. And so that's going to happen around July, mid-July. That could be a significant time as far as completion of something. Something, if you've been in school for a really long time, you've been learning something, you're really going to come into a state of mastery with that. You're going to complete perhaps a program, gain a certificate, gain some type of knowledge or recognition, certification. If this is a business that you've been building, then it's really going to begin coming into its own. I think around that mid-July point for some. Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck here. And this Nine of Wands here, what this makes me think of is for some of you guys, it's like you're going to be really protective of what it is that you're building because you've put so much time and effort and energy into it. Tell me some more here. Got the King of Coins. All right, so we have the Queen and the King of Coins coming out here. Sorry, I'm going to need both hands to do this. There we go. Get both of them up there. All right, so there's counterparts here. This is the divine masculine and feminine counterparts of the Pentacle suit. And so this is definitely an energy of you stepping, like we said, stepping into your mastery. It's an energy of you being very balanced in your feminine. Remember in the beginning of this reading, which was only what, like 9 minutes ago, but when we first started talking, we talked about this energy here of where was I going with that? The feminine, stepping into the feminine, right? The the nurturing, this water energy, this high priestess energy here. And then you're really coming through, and in this first half of 2023, you're really embodying your masculine as well. So you're fully embodying both of these aspects of self, and especially when it comes to the physical manifest world. So I feel a lot happening for you in the physical manifest world. And it's interesting, right? Because with the tree of life and the moon, these are very ethereal energies. And so it's like what was in the ethereal coming into the physical. We have Temperance on the bottom of the deck. Patience. I am feeling that energy of patience here. Like you've needed to be patient. And Spirit is saying if there's something, some area of your life where you've been losing patience, to hang in there just a little bit longer, because it is coming into fruition. It is. I see this, I don't know what to call it exactly, but it looks like a portal to me where all the bats are flying out of. That is representative of this energy here of like what was in the ethereal moving into the physical, from the non-physical into the physical. Your manifestations, your dreams, your hard work becoming corporeal. And if you've been working really hard in the physical manifest reality, in the physical 3D world, and you're not seeing the shifts and the changes and the results that you want, work on the spiritual half. Work in the feminine energy, right? That the doing, the tasks, all of that energy. That's your masculine half. Work in your feminine half, bringing that into balance. That's the receptive energy, right? That's the energy that allows, like the void is where everything exists, right? The void is the energy of the feminine. So really step into that energy. Work on the spiritual, work on the metaphysical angle of things. Keep taking the steps, right, in the three-dimensional reality, but work in this other energy as well. And that's going to really, that's going to facilitate the breakthrough that brings this energy through. All right. We have the Five of Swords here. Right. And we have the Six of Wands. Sorry, you'd think being a tarot reader that I would I'd be good with Roman numerals, but I'm still not like the greatest. So it takes me a while to sometimes. And I'm not even gonna lie, sometimes I have to count like the number of swords just to like double check to myself that I got the right number there. Oh, but this is beautiful energy, right? So this is incredible success, right? Look at that Five of Swords. That is a victor on that card. There is a battle and you have won. You have come out triumphant. You have come out on top. So this tells me whatever struggles, whatever challenges you have had to overcome, whatever mountains you have had to climb, you are coming out victorious. You are making it to the top. All right, there's an incredible amount of power there. And notice how this person on this card looks like tribal, right? So I feel like there's like triumph for your ancestors as well here. Yeah, if you have had a lot of challenging, I feel like some of you watching this, it's like you've been going through a difficult and challenging cycle for many years now. But you've persevered. You haven't given up. You've held that vision. You've continued to believe in yourself. And some of you guys have surmounted incredible odds. But that is what's coming. If you are still in that energy of feeling the struggle right now, you're coming out of that energy. You are going to be triumphant. All that hard work and dedication has absolutely paid off. Tell me something else, something more here. And you are being rewarded. All right, Six of Pentacles. It's like the energy that you've put out is coming back to you. For some of you guys, it's like it's finally coming back to you. Yeah, and he's handing a Libra symbol. I don't know if you guys... Or a symbol that... Yeah. So fairness, balance. If there have been situations that you've been dealing with where it seems like other people have been getting away with things, like people have done you dirty and they've gotten away with it, it's like they may finally be receiving their comeuppance, if you will. Or like if you've been in a court battle with somebody, it's like the verdict is finally coming in, and it will be a just one. And if you have situations with people right now in your life where there is a lot of challenging energy, say they're really triggering to you, you're dealing with just a very difficult person or a very difficult situation, the guidance here is also, it's like you will be victorious in this situation, but it's like you have to realize it's not about winning or losing. It's actually about your integrity. That's the lesson here. Can you maintain your own integrity in this process, even if the other person doesn't seem to even understand what that word means? Right? Can you be true to yourself, your own values, your own morals, your own sense of justice? And can you step back and allow the universe to, it's like, you're not meant to be the judge, jury, and executioner in this situation. You're not meant to deal out the karma. The universe says, I've got that. I've got that. Just sit back. Don't worry. Handle your part and let me handle the rest, is kind of like what Spirit is saying here. And try to bring as much balanced energy to the situation as possible. Try to remain neutral. There's like a lesson here in remaining neutral and not allowing someone to get your goat. Like, you know that phrase? That's the phrase that's coming to mind right now. Set that intention for the highest and best outcome for all involved. You may need to be the mediator in some situations. You may need to be the bigger person. Then we got the Page of Cups coming out. And this card makes me think of like a male teenager, a male youth. So I don't know if there's, if somebody who that message was resonating for, I don't know if there's a situation involving a teenage male or a young male energy, young masculine energy. Anything else on that? Got the Seven of Cups. Options. Yeah, I feel like for somebody watching this, you might be in a court battle and it might be over custody. You might have an older child. Teenage, maybe middle school. And you're like trying to decide where they live or something. I don't know. That's as far as, that's as much as deep as I think I'm going to be able to dig into that. And that's going to be very specific. That's only going to resonate for somebody probably. But I also feel like in general, tell me more about this Seven of Cups energy. I'm feeling a more general energy for that too, of a lot of choices and options coming up for people. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. This is that energy that we're talking about something really powerful coming through in the physical. Something manifesting. The strength, look how strong and muscular. And that's the muscle there is like a metaphor. It stands for the internal and the emotional strength as well. Springtime. I'm feeling energy in springtime. So this will be in around this, during the spring, that something's going to come through. Some sort of physical manifestation opportunity. And this Page of Cups too is feeling like creativity. Like a lot of new, fresh inspiration and creativity. Opportunities to be creative. And there's one opportunity in particular. And so, don't choose too hastily, because the opportunity that you want, I feel like for some, it's going to come through in the spring. And for some of you, it may be two. You may have two. You're either choosing between two opportunities. Like there's probably more than two, but two that sound really good. Or some of you may actually be choosing two things. Two areas of focus, two projects, two goals. Get the Hanging Man. And that was in reverse. I feel like we're going to take that in the sense that like, no, I don't know if I feel it reversed, but I feel the Hanged Man representing here is that there is going to be a level of sacrifice necessary, especially if you have two main focuses moving forward, right? In order to have the time and the energy for that, some things are like you're going to have to, like we only have so much time and energy to invest in things. There's going to be something required, something that must be sacrificed in order to gain what it is that you want. But I feel like it's going to be a worthy sacrifice. And I feel like for some of you guys, like the Hanged Man in reverse is like the pause. It's the waiting. That's why like the guidance is to be patient and not make any snap choices or decisions. Because what you want or something better is manifesting, is going to come through for you. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, we have the World and the Four of Wands. Yeah. Absolutely everything that you wanted and desired can be yours. And I feel like with the gears here, you see the gears in this Hanged Man card? There may be some belief systems that still need to be shifted in order to put you in alignment with what you want. Or there are still circumstances falling into place. That's what I'm really feeling with these gears. It's like the reason why there was this delay in your manifestation is because things had to line up perfectly. Right? All the gears, everything had to shift into perfect alignment. But that perfect alignment is coming, and then we have Judgment on the bottom of the deck. So get really clear on what you want and what you're willing to sacrifice in order to have it. And then when this energy, when everything aligns and this opportunity does present itself, take it. I'm going to leave that right there for a second. I was feeling like there were messages from the Keepers of the Light that wanted to come through for you guys as well for this beginning part of 2023. Clear. It's like, be patient when you feel within your soul that you're meant to be patient, and when it's clear that it's time to act, then act. And when you know that it's time to act, don't hesitate. If you don't know, if it's not clear to you, then hold back and be patient, because it will be clear. When the time is to act, you'll know. You'll feel it intuitively. What messages from the Keepers of the Light want to come out for Aquarius, first half of 2023? We have Melchizedek coming out, higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. That's that stepping into the unknown. That's the next phase, when you get what you want. And then all of a sudden you have new territory to uncover. A new role to play. Stepping up into a higher level of knowledge, of service, of experience. Call on Melchizedek when you are learning to help guide you. We have Mary Magdalene coming out. The teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. Yeah, so for some of you guys, you have been studying for quite some time. You've been learning. You've been educating yourself or gaining an education. And now it's going to be time to share what you've learned. To share what you know. For some of you guys, it's like coaching that you're doing. For some of you, like, it's going to be different things for different people. But you're meant to share, and your intention has always been to share what it is that you're learning with others. And so you're getting to the point where you've learned enough that you are ready to do that. And there's a whole different level of learning that occurs when you begin to do that. Remember, we are always both the student and the teacher. So for those of you that applies to, you're going to learn more from teaching than you ever did from all the studying that you've done up until this point. There's also higher knowledge coming through. We have Lady Venus downloads and understanding on the bottom of the deck. So there is a lot of higher wisdom, a lot of downloads, a lot of communication coming in for you guys. I feel like you've really been learning a lot too about the interconnectedness of all things. Some of you guys may be studying the Kabbalah too, with the Tree of Life that came out there. Or some other type of mysticism or mystic teachings. I mean, Mary Magdalene even, right? She and Jesus both were esoteric teachers. There's a whole, there are volumes of Mary Magdalene's teachings. She may be a guide for some of you as well. As you're awakening your inner teacher, and also as you're working with your divine feminine. And for some of you guys too, I'm feeling like if you are wanting to get into a field and you do have all the experiential knowledge, but there's like some technical pieces that you need in order to progress, it's going to be time for you to learn those pieces. Like you have all the field training, but there's like some written or some technical training that you need to do in order to actually have the certification to do what you want to do. You're about to embark on that in this first part of 2023. Anything else? Those of you who are receiving downloads and communication from the higher realms, you're definitely meant to share with others what it is that you are hearing and receiving. And then we have Lady Portia coming out with hope. Divine order and love and acceptance. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. And love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. All right, so this energy of an important lesson unfolding. This energy of karma, right? Judgment was the last card we had on the bottom of the deck. And then we have the Palace of Cups under that, which is emotional energy, right? Water energy. So emotional judgment here. Spirit's warning you not to make decisions based solely off your emotions. To allow your emotions to help you to understand where you're at, how you feel about things, but not to make snap decisions or reactive decisions based on your emotions. It's like the choices that you make in this first half of 2023. This is why it's so important, that message to stay in your integrity. They're really important because the decisions that you make reflect the amount of soul growth that you've gained up until this point, the amount of wisdom that you've gained. And that's going to determine whether you've completed a lesson or whether you're going through another loop. So do what's best and right for all involved. And choose from love. This card's also about self-worth. And remember, when we say do the best, what's best for all involved, you're included in that all. Some of you guys, it's like working on your self-talk is going to be really important here. We have Lord Ganesh on the bottom of the deck, infinite abundance. See that abundance energy coming in again. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. Call upon Ganesha if you want assistance moving through these obstacles. Remember, we talked about the very beginning here, this energy of you like climbing this mountain, or these challenging circumstances that you're finally gaining victory over. Call on Lord Ganesh to help with that if you're still in the energy of that. And then the Holy Spirit, expect miracles popping out here. All right, so there are miraculous solutions to your situations. If you can, clear. Continue to practice faith and trust. Continue to surrender and just take right action. And then we have hope and faith, right? We got hope now. We got faith coming out. Yeah. Maintain, keep the faith. That miracle that you are looking for is right around the corner. Clear. All right, let's get into the second half of 2023 here. See what other messages want to come out for you, Aquarius. Yeah, I shuffled through and saw another Libra card there. So that Libra energy coming through strongly as well. Clear. Which is interesting. All right, what are we going to do? All right, I'm being drawn to pull some more tarot for you guys. So now we're going to work. You guys are getting some of my more interesting tarot decks here. Clear. We're going to work with the Urban Tarot for the second half of 2023. See what Spirit wants to bring through. What guidance. Aquarius, second half of 2023. Let's get some energy here. Curious to see what that was. Public Defender, Queen of Wands. Kind of wanted to pop out there, but didn't quite. Princess of Cups did come right out. And in this deck, that's the Costume Designer. So this is all about creativity, right? Let's get a couple more cards here. Got the Hierophant. The Devil. And the Rock Star coming out, which is the Knight of Wands. Interesting. All right, so there's some major soul lessons happening really this whole year for you guys. It's really big. But in this second half of 2023 as well. The Hierophant to me always is another card that represents a spiritual initiation. like a spiritual up-leveling. And so I feel like you want to be careful as you're moving into the second half of 2023 that you don't allow old self-destructive habits to creep back in, especially as you're moving into this new territory here. Remember, we're looking at the energy of the unknown in the first half of this reading. And so as you're achieving a level of success, right? We talked about that energy of success coming in, the opportunities. For some of you guys, if you are pursuing a career in the performing arts, especially with the rock star here as a musician, or we got the costume designer. So anything involving like movies, film, TV, music, even like Broadway, anything where you're performing, you're working with performers, any of those energies that put you in that environment, that put you in that energy, just be careful. I feel like for some of you guys, it's like if you had addiction problems in the past and you've managed to get a handle on that, the atmosphere that you're going to find yourself in is going to make it challenging to maintain that sobriety. So you want to really make sure that you are on your game, that you're taking care of your spiritual condition. For some of you guys, it's not even like any of those careers or any of those energies, like in being involved in that energy, right? But it's just like whatever the level of success that you're being offered, and especially for some of you guys, it's like the energy of being in the limelight. It's going to bring up some of those old energies. That's why the self-worth card came out in the first half of this reading. Those energies around self-worth. Am I good enough? Can I actually handle this? You can. You wouldn't be given this opportunity if you were not going to be able to take it and run with it. All right, but those questioning the self, those energies may be coming back up for some people. Some people, you may be uncomfortable with the amount of attention you're receiving. Or vice versa. Some people, you may actually, you may be taking a role that kind of puts you in the back seat. And if that's the case for some people watching this, there's like an energy of maybe resenting whoever it is that's in the limelight, whether you're working for this person or with this person. For some of you guys, I feel like if that's the energy here, it's like, they trigger you in some way. They remind you of somebody from your past or an energy of a way you were treated in your past. And so that's stirring up some feelings. Whatever it is, whatever is going on, like it is going to stir some shit up for you guys, essentially. All right, so maintain your faith. Stand your spiritual ground. Don't forget what's truly important. Don't forget who you are. There's an energy of that. The costume designer, right? The rock star. What is the role that you're playing? If you are playing a role, don't allow that role to overtake your truth, who you really are. It's like for some reason I'm thinking of, a lot of people said Heath Ledger when he played the Joker in the that Batman movie, that he got so into that character that he actually developed depression and mental health issues, and that's ultimately what killed him. Like he got so invested in that role. That's something that some people said, and that may have not been all that was going on, but from accounts of what happened, which was totally tragic, by the way. Heath Ledger, I absolutely loved and admired him as an actor. But it's that danger of getting in too deep. You know what I mean? And not being able to find your way back out. Whatever is going on, it's like maintain your sense of self in the process. That's part of the challenge. Don't fall back into self-sabotaging behaviors. And the devil for some people may simply be like those old patterns of thinking right? Like that inner critic piping up again. For some of you guys, this might not be a career thing. It could be that you're just spending more time with different types of people. And some of those people have engaged in some of these old behaviors that you've moved beyond. So don't let them kind of pull you into that energy. All right. Anything else here? I'm also feeling this energy of like, beware those who profess to be one thing because they may be something different, right? Like with the Hierophant card here, you see a preacher. Sometimes the preacher is the biggest sinner, and the one painted as the devil is actually a saint, right? Don't judge a book by its cover. And don't be seduced by pretty words. Look at actions. And you guys, Aquarius, you're very blunt. You are very perceptive. All right? You don't usually fall for that kind of stuff. And so just make sure that you're not allowing somebody or something to pull the wool over your eyes. Use your discernment. All that glitters is not gold. And some of the most beautiful gems just look like a simple rock on the outside. So we have ruin and futility coming out here. The 10 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. And this is that warning energy, right? Pay attention to who you associate yourself with. Pay attention to the actions behind the words. Don't allow yourself to get pulled into useless or fruitless battles. Don't allow your own mind to run amok. All right, we have the 5 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Competition, right? What is that? One of my favorite quotes. It says something like, I don't compete with other people. I compete against the person that I was yesterday. It's like that sort of an energy. Don't let somebody draw you into useless, like a, for lack of a better term, like a pissing contest. You know what I mean? Choose your battles wisely. If there are people who don't understand you, don't waste an inordinate amount of time trying to convince them or to justify yourself to others. And don't allow gossip or other people's, like, if people are talking behind your back, if people have negative things to say about you, say you do achieve some level of notoriety or fame, and all of a sudden like there's a lot of that gossipy energy about you, right? That tabloidy type energy. Don't sink into that. Don't let that get to you. All right, there's always going to be people that judge you. People are going to judge you whether you're doing what you love or you're doing what you hate. People are going to judge you whether you're your authentic self or you're faking it like a mother. You know what I mean? So you might as well be who you truly are. You might as well do what you truly want to do. And you guys, this is one of your ultimate goals as Aquarians, is to be yourself fiercely and authentically. All right? To speak and live your truth. And people think that Aquarius is just naturally that way because that's their sign. The energies of a sign are the energies that we chose to grow into, to learn to embody. They're not necessarily the things that come inherently, naturally to us, right? Like Aries, people think that Aries, everyone with Aries placements is brave and courageous and in your face. Aries came here to learn to cultivate courage. Doesn't mean they came into this life with an abundance of it. You came here to cultivate authenticity and individuality. Doesn't mean that you came in with tons of it or with the courage to express that right out the gate. This is what you're meant to grow into. All right? So don't beat yourself up if you're not 100% there yet. If your ideals are to live your truth, but there are still places and areas where you're afraid to do so. This year is really breaking you into that. And there may be some people who have some things to say about what you're doing. I always say, if you have haters, it means you're doing something right? People are noticing you. They're paying attention. All right, so let them notice. Let them pay attention. Let them make judgments. Don't allow those judgments to pull you into this energy. This is who you are. All right? We have success, 6 of Pentacles right there, see? This is possible. This Ruin card, this is possible if you are engaging in futile endeavors, right? If you are wasting your energy with people that don't deserve your time, if you allow your own negative self-talk to get the best of you, if you allow your demons to win. But success is also possible here too. Incredible success. Fame, fortune, and success, right? What do we have under that? Victory, 6 of Wands. So we got the 6 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands right here. 6-6 energy. All right. So we have the 5 of what is this? Wands here. I think that's the 5 of Wands coming out with the Dancer, the Princess of Wands. Yeah, so there is going to be this energy of competition, but what do we have on the bottom of the deck? The Sun and the Star, okay? You may be competing for roles, right? You may be competing for jobs, for gigs, for roles, for whatever, with other people. All right, and this is why you have to really keep that energy in check of comparing yourself to others. All right. But competing against people. All right. But it's like, that's why you have to find that thing, what's your it factor? What makes you special? What makes you stand out? What makes you different? That's embracing your individuality, your authenticity, your uniqueness. That's what allows you to win. Not by comparing yourself to others and being like, okay, how can I do what they do? Right? Because then you have all that pressure of having to do what they do better in order to win, right? What if you do what you do and nobody else does what you do? Then you're automatically on top, right? Don't let the pressure get to you. And there are going to be areas where you're going to have to compete with people, like I said. But try to allow that to be healthy competition. Not competition that like if you're in a race, like for some of you guys, this may be something like you're running a 5K or a marathon, or who knows, like there's a baseball diamond or a racetrack out there. Whatever it is, like allow it to be healthy competition. Don't place your self-worth. Don't gamble your self-worth. Like, if I win, it means I'm worthy. If I lose, you know what I mean? It's really the energy of how you play the game. That's what matters on a soul level. How you play the game. Everything this year is about how you play the game. How you show up. The choices and the decisions that you make, whether you're living in your integrity. Don't worry about if somebody else is being dishonest. Are you being honest? Are you showing up? in truth. Yeah, and this is also saying, like, don't make everything into a competition. Like, for some of you guys, you are literally competing. For others of you, I feel like it's this energy where you feel like you're competing with others. And you're getting caught up in the energy of that. Of, like, making things a competition that aren't or don't need to be a competition. All right, it's like an example would be you're dating someone and they're still friends with their ex. And so it turns into this thing of like, well, you love me, how can you love them? How can you still love them too? And how can you still be friends with them if you're with me? Right? Like the wanting to put an ultimatum, it has to be either then or. You can't love me and them. I have to mean more to you than they do. Or like they're friends, right? Like I have to be more important than them. And it's like you're competing against people you don't need to compete with, right? The way that they loved their ex is different than the way that they love you because you're different people. It's a different relationship. It doesn't have to be, it's not a competition, right? That's the kind of the energy that I'm getting at. Don't create competition where there is none. And where there is competition, try to work with that in a healthy way. And bring your unique authenticity, flavor, and vibe to the table. This sun card says it all. Like there is so much beauty, so much renewal possible, so much healing possible for you this year. Dreams coming true. I'm feeling inner child healing here too. Energies around children, dreams around children. Or the dreams that you had as a child, actually, for some even coming to fruition. And then we have the activist coming out. Princess of Swords. Stand up for what you believe in. You're going to get the opportunity. Those of you who do gain some fame and notoriety this year, you're going to get the opportunity. You're going to have a platform from which to share, where people are going to start listening to you. You're going to become more influential. So what are you going to do with that power? How can you use that to make a difference? That's what your soul wants you to do with that energy. Use that as a platform to start making a difference. Start really being that change that you want to see in the world. Yeah, we got the hacker on the bottom of the deck here. Prince of Swords. So there's definitely an energy. Some people, it may be like internet fame or notoriety that you're gaining. I don't know. Like I said, there's going to be... I don't know. This reading is interesting, right? Because it's not like every single person who watches this is going to become famous this year. But you're going to become more known in some way. All right, we got Four Swords Truce on the bottom of the deck. Right? Like we said, choose your battles wisely. Realize that not everything has to be a fight. All right, Quantum Oracle. We're going to pull a couple cards from this. And then we're going to do an overall wrap-up energy. Clear. Let's get a couple cards from the Quantum Oracle for the second half of 2023 for Aquarius. Second half of 2023, Aquarius. What can you expect? All right, we have planning and action coming out. Some of you guys, I feel like you may be planning a trip during the second half of 2023 as well. Or you may be expanding your goals and your desires. Now, I definitely feel the energy of planning a trip for some. But the planning and action, right? This is the dreaming and the doing once again. The masculine and the feminine balance coming through. We have back and forth energy coming out. And that's where the action is so important, because I feel like some of you guys, you may have been planning things, and things may have been in the planning stages for quite some time. And it's just like it was missing the action piece to really move things forward. Let's get a little more. I feel like these, but I don't know, I'm feeling these as kind of like separate energies too. So we're going to read into planning and action first, and then back and forth. Tell me some more about this planning and action. If you have been planning a trip, especially like a big trip, I'm feeling like international for some people for quite some time, this is the year to finally take action on that. If you've been waiting for the timing to come through for that, I feel like it's coming through this year. We have kindred partnership coming out. This card's been trying to pop up a bunch of times, so I love that that's coming through. So some of you guys are like planning, I feel like planning a wedding. Or you could be planning, it may not be as committed as that. Like maybe you are just planning to ask somebody out, like there's somebody that you've had your eye on for a really long time, or vice versa, somebody could have had their eye on you, and you're finally now, it's like the timing is right to make that move. And for some of you guys, it is like literally planning a wedding or something like that, like a destination wedding. I feel like somebody wants here. And that's where this back and forth energy could have come in for some people too, where it's like you've had your sights on someone for a while, but you just haven't, it's like you're torn. You haven't been able to commit to putting yourself out there for whatever reason. Tell me some more about this kindred partnership. Loss. And then new beginnings on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so for some of you guys, perhaps you've been holding yourself back because you lost somebody that you really loved. Like whether you were in a partnership with somebody and they died. I'm feeling the like literal loss like that for somebody. Or it's simply that you have a fear of losing people, like a fear of abandonment. So that's kept you from being able to really put yourself out there. But it's time. It's time. There's a new beginning coming here. There's another message coming through. If there's anybody here who's been dealing with the loss of a child or any loved one, but I'm feeling specifically like a child maybe, and this has been taking a toll on your partnership or relationship, take a vacation together. Get away together. That can cause a shift in the energy. Anything else here regarding this? We have hidden motivations coming out. And we have the loving man on the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like some people, you may have had somebody in your life, or you may be this person that has been kind of like running hot and cold. Kind of back and forth, doesn't seem like they know what they want. They're going to come forward and suddenly they're going to reveal that they want and desire a lot more than what you thought. Yeah. And I feel like for some people too, if there's been somebody in your life, and this person you may not be in a relationship with yet, you may not even look at this person as relationship material for some, I'm feeling. But some event, some sort of loss, something is going to happen in the second half of 2023, and the way they show up for you is going to make you see them in a whole different light. Yeah. Or for some people, it's going to be like if you are in a partnership and it's kind of hot and cold, or you're not really committed. Like the loss or death of a loved one, or some situation like that, is going to put things in perspective where they realize that they don't really want to lose you. It's like that energy where when we experience loss and grief, all of a sudden people realize how short life is. They realize how petty situations are. They realize how much they actually care for the people in their lives and how important it is to express that. I feel like that might happen for somebody here. Yeah. So that's all beautiful. That feels really good. We had friends and colleagues on the bottom of the deck too. So for some of you guys, where this person is concerned, that if it's like someone that you haven't even really noticed, that energy that I was picking up on, they may be a coworker. Just if they're either just someone that you look at as just a friend, or they could be a coworker. And then we have the healing light. So there's just a beautiful, beautiful healing energy coming in. There's healing energy coming to you in some area of your life where you need and desire it the most. All right. Clear. All right, let's get a closing card. I don't know. I want to pull a couple milestone on the bottom of the deck there. I told you guys big accomplishments this year. I'm going to pull a closing card for you. Clear. But I am actually being called to the Starseed Oracle. Holy crap. So I'm going to pull a couple of these cards for you guys too before we pull a closing card. Let me get a couple cards for my Aquarian Starseeds for 2023, second half of 2023 here. Couple cards from the Starseed Oracle for my Aquarian Starseeds. All right. We have We the Hathors coming out with Activated Earth and Star Family. All right, so this is where we talked about some of you may be planning a trip. Go on that trip because it's going to be a really powerful. You're going to be guided, some of you, where I said it's like an international trip, you're being guided to somewhere that's going to activate you powerfully. And not only is it going to activate you, you are going to activate this place as well. We are in a period right now of reactivating sacred places on this earth. And so a lot of people are being called to these really powerful spiritual locations. Ancient Egypt. I'm definitely with the Hathor energy here. I'm feeling Egypt for some of you watching this. I went to Egypt in 2021. It was very powerful. Egypt, Stonehenge, right? That's what we see on this card here, I believe. Wherever it is that you're being called, it's like the earth's chakras are being activated. These power places are being activated again. And we activate them by visiting them. And they, of course, in turn activate us as well. So this is going to be really powerful for some of you guys. So trust where you're being guided. If you start having dreams about a specific place, that's your soul's way of telling you you need to visit this place. It starts coming up a lot in conversation. If I started talking about this and a place immediately leapt into your mind, whether you've thought about it before or not, go there. Go there. And you may meet more of your star family when you travel to these places too. Or you may activate, open up a more powerful ability to connect with your star family who is not incarnated at this time. It's like your star family is guiding you toward these places that you need to go in order to receive, to activate and be activated here. That's beautiful. And that's a message that's been coming up for a lot of people. Clear. Not just Aquarius, but a lot of different signs in one way or another. But I really feel that that's definitely a strong message for you guys. All right, what do we want to pull for a closing card here? Clear. We're going to go with the Lightworker Oracle. There's a message in here for you, Aquarius. Let's see what it is. Clear. It's an overall closing message for Aquarius 2023. Overall closing message. With the Hathor's card coming out, working with Hathor or with the Hathors, look them up if you don't know much about them. And what comes up is the closing card for you guys, an invitation to connect, as I'm telling you to look up the Hathors. So for some of you guys, look up the Hathors and Hathor, the goddess Hathor. Maybe some other Egyptian deities and energies. But this is your star family, your extraterrestrial team, your angels, your guides, your higher self, all wanting to connect with you. All right? This city in the background always reminds me of Atlantis. Past life, current life, future life. All of it calling to you. Ooh, and then on the bottom of the deck here, we have the fourth ray of harmony. And was that 6 energy? That's card 6, even though it says the fourth ray. That 6 energy was coming up in the beginning of the reading. We might read that too. I mean, this card, the invitation to connect, is pretty self-explanatory. So I don't know if we're necessarily going to need to read this. I will look it over for you guys. But this is like, this is really where those downloads, your channeling abilities for a lot of you guys are going to be off the charts this year. But some of these, your guides or these aspects of you, they really want to connect with you in a place of power, in your place of power. Let's see. We all know about that. Beings from other worlds recognize you as a receptive channel for their unconditionally loving assistance in this world. You will both benefit from this individually and help the planet. So you are being offered an invitation to connect. Let's see. Great peace can grow in the heart of those who are unafraid, who are open to the idea of beings that are aware of humanity but not human themselves, who want to help humanity evolve and have the spiritual power to be able to do so. No matter how mixed up and consumed by darkness the world may seem at times, there are many powers of light working to see the earth and humanity through this most interesting time. To see us into the new age of spiritual enlightenment, that age of Aquarius, right, you guys? It's all part of this divine experiment of life, and there are many forces invested in the successful and loving evolution of humanity. Let's see. And so the invocation here, I guess this is what I want to read for you guys. And so this is a sample of something you can say in your process of connecting. As a member of the human race, through my own free will and for the greatest good, I call upon all beings that resonate with the quality of unconditional love and wish to assist humanity and earth to evolve on the path of divine love. I ask for the unconditionally loving ascended masters that serve Christ consciousness to be the gateway through which permission is confirmed for these beings to enter Earth's field and assist humanity, according to divine will, grace, and love. May all beings be happy and free, so be it. And so really setting those firm boundaries when you are attempting to connect here, so that you know who and what you're connecting with. But I feel like there's all kinds of beings in Q wanting to connect with you and really assist you in developing your psychic abilities more, developing your healing powers, developing your craft, your art, whatever it is that you do, and helping you to bring more love and inspiration into this world. And we're going to look over the fourth ray of harmony on the bottom of the deck here, card 6. Oh, I love this. The fourth ray of harmony comes to you now with the qualities of beauty, harmony, and balance. It empowers you to complete a spiritual initiation. Any conflict you experience now serves your divine purpose. It will eventually become the fuel you need to be born anew. Something negative will be transformed into something positive. The Archangel Gabriel helps you to receive the blessing of the fourth ray of harmony now. How perfect is that? When the fourth ray of harmony is active in your life, you are approaching spiritual initiation, which creates a whole new person, a new you. You may wonder if you have what it takes to get through this. Initiation may begin with feeling torn between two choices or realities. You may wonder if you have what it takes to get through this. You do. As you discover your strength to be patient with the process, rather than trying to force an outcome prematurely, eventually you will outgrow the conflict altogether, emerging as a wiser, more powerful you. You will have gained a positive outcome from what was once considered to be a negative situation. When the fourth ray of harmony becomes stronger in your soul, avoid becoming scattered out of balance or swinging from one extreme to the other in thoughts, actions, and emotions. You will need to keep grounding yourself in being moderate rather than an all or nothing attitude in your life choices. This will create your successful outcome more swiftly than trying to force something to happen immediately. The challenge and the gift with the fourth ray of harmony is the increased sensitivity to beauty it engenders. Music takes on a whole new emotional depth. The beauty or chaos in your environment, and even the colors you wear, has more impact on you than usual. You can use this increased sensitivity to your advantage by choosing art, music, colors, and so on that feel good for you. The mainstream, the mainstream is still operating in a fear-based energy. With increased sensitivity, you can at times be more affected by this, and that's that devil energy, right? If you are experiencing increased negativity, depression, doubt, fear, or emotional instability, this is likely why. You can overcome this without shutting down. When you sense it happening, respond with a loving discipline. You might meditate, journal, dance, create art, listen to music, exercise, have a bath, or spend time in nature to bring yourself back to balance. This ray has a special connection to the arts and guides you to create. You are encouraged to trust your own creativity, to enjoy it, and use it to help heal yourself and perhaps others too. When Archangel Gabriel enters your life, there will be an emphasis on the use of sound for healing and balance. So the words you use, will be very powerful. So will music. You may use sound to help balance and restore your energy. You'll know when it has worked because you will feel happier and find life simpler. You may not immediately solve an issue, but start doing what you need to take care of yourself, knowing resolution is on its way. And I love this, and that really speaks especially to people who are going to be working with musicians or who are musicians. You know how that energy came out earlier? You're going to have some powerful creative energies coming your way. And those energies as well, like your ability to use sound and speech in order to activate people is going to be heightened. So you can literally like code your music to activate and awaken people. So really pay attention, right? This activist energy here. Your music, your lyrics are your platform. The melodies that you use are your platform to awaken people, to activate people, to share the messages that you want people to understand, and to move people to action, right? You have a lot of power in that area and that arena. Pay attention especially to the words you speak at all times, because they're gaining an energy of importance and power. Clear. And use that energy, the energy of sound, the energy of your words, purposefully. All right, you guys, I love you. It sounds like quite a year for Aquarius. I'm really excited to learn more about this. So let me know. All right. Drop comments down below throughout the year. Pop back in here if any of this stuff starts happening for you, and let me know what's going on, because I am very intrigued. This was a very interesting reading here. And as I'm closing, it's interesting because we had the Truce and the Hacker kind of sitting like this. And so I do feel like there's healing as well. If there is somebody who betrayed your trust, or perhaps somebody who gives out information about you to other people, or exposes some aspect of your life that you didn't want revealed or known, I feel like there's healing. There's healing around that situation coming through this year for people as well. Yeah, I don't know, just like a random, like, last minute message coming through there. And also just be really careful what you put out there, and be careful who you allow access to any kind of media surrounding, like be careful who you're sending photos to. You guys know what I mean. Be careful when your communications with other people, through texts, through social media, through things like that. Remember, that stuff's there forever. All right. And so don't say or do anything this year that you would not be comfortable with the whole world seeing. I guess that's the way I want to put that. And just really be in your integrity, because your actions, the energy that you put out, is going to be coming back around, and it's going to be coming back around pretty swiftly. So you want to make sure you're putting that good energy out there, and just trusting that the universe is going to take care of. If there's negative energy coming towards you, and you're not doing anything to provoke that, just know and understand that the universe will sort all of that out. You don't have to take up that mantle. Just continue to keep your side of the street clean, so to speak. You guys are amazing. You guys are beautiful. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. There are links below to donate. I am accepting clients again for personal readings, energy healings, belief work sessions. I do a whole bunch of different stuff, and you can find that all on my website and the description box below. So go ahead and check that out if you feel called to, and I will talk to you guys throughout this year, of course. If you're new and this is your first time finding my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, the bell with the little squigglies, so you get the notifications. Also, go ahead and follow me. My TikTok and my Instagram are linked down below. I do post shorter readings on those different forums as well. All right, talk to you guys soon.